welcome to this week's Weekly Blend. My name is Heidi Ellsworth.
And I'm Karen Edwards.
And we're with Roofers Coffee Shop. And we've got some stuff, but it is a little bit of a light blend this week, Karen.
The light roast.
Light roast, because, we're right in between shows. There's so many things that are going on in the industry and everybody's kind of taking a deep breath after IRE, getting ready for everything that's coming up in March and April, which is a lot.
Mm-hmm. There's some good stuff coming.
First of all, I know everybody knows we've been celebrating our 20th year, 2002 to 2022. It's a long time, but other people have anniversaries.
That's right. Our friends at Cottony are celebrating 10 years.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. I remember first meeting Trent through the FRSA and being involved in the meetings, and when it was just him. He was a one-man show, and now 10 years later, they've got offices all over the place, and they're doing real well. So congrats to Cottony on your celebrating your 10-year anniversary.
Congratulations,
Trent. To that.
Thank you. Happy 10. So should we talk about our classified of the week?
Yeah, every day people are posting classified ads. So, if you were here yesterday, come back again today, because there's bound to be something new. And this week's classified is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And, it's something that actually goes really quick. So everybody should be aware. I think you're right, Karen. I know you're right. Come back every day, because if you're looking for machinery for your sheet metal shop, right now, CCR Machinery has 2 SSP roof panel machines, and they're in the yellow. Yes. So it's good stuff.
It is. And they're in the Pittsburgh area. So if you're in the Northeast, especially, you want to check that out quickly.
You're looking for machines, getting that sheet metal shop going. And, with that in mind, metal is hot. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
And our editor, Lauren White, just wrote a great article about that.
She did. It's about the growth of metal. Actually, I think it's titled "Metal is Through the Roof."
Yeah.
And we've got some information in the article from our friends at Metal Roofing Alliance, and also from our friends at Sherwin-Williams, because they have a site just dedicated to help you be successful in adding metal to your business. And it's called makemorewithmetal.com. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in getting into metal.
Yeah, lots of great information. It really helps you to get involved. There's so much technology coming along the way too. This is the time to really kind of start looking at that. And along that same lines, I just think there's a lot of contractors, and we're hearing this through a lot of places where contractors are diversifying their business. And one of the big ones is siding. A lot of contractors are taking on siding.
Yeah, so many people, home improvement is just through the roof, to use that phrase again.
Yeah.
And what better way than adding exteriors to your business?
I tell you what, and we have a podcast that I did with Nick Noby from Corex, and they do the wall protection underneath the siding. It is the rain barriers, so important. It's a great podcast to listen to. Nick Noby, he's so engaging. He's really fun to be on the podcast with and to listen to. But one of our other writers, Evelyn, just recently came out with a little short article about that podcast. And it's all about, adding siding services to your business. It's another great article that's right at the top of the newsroom today.
Yeah, and you can find our podcasts wherever you listen to your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, whatever that is, we're there. Or just go to our website under the Read, Listen, Watch menu. You'll find our podcasts in that menu.
It's easy. It is fun. I was on LinkedIn this weekend, Karen, surprise, surprise.
I know.
I love LinkedIn. And I was on LinkedIn, and I had a contractor from RPI. And we were chatting back and forth, and he's like, I just love we connected, and he's like, I love your podcast. And that always, I have to tell you, I'm always kind of surprised. I'm just like, really?
People listen?
I can't believe it. That's so cool. And so, yeah, it's nice to get that feedback that contractors are finding him. We had the other contractor who says he takes us up on the roof all the time when he's working on the roof and listens all day. I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of listening. But I think continuing to, we love topics and we love you, everyone out there, to give us ideas too. So we're always kind of looking for that next best thing that's going to help your business, like siding, metal, you name it. That in mind, we want to know what you all think. And so not only do we want to know what you want in our podcast and our RLWs and coffee conversations, but we just want to know overall. And that's why we do our trend survey.
Yes, nice segue, Heidi. We want to know what you think. We've been doing this survey since 2016, I think was our first one. And this year it's sponsored by Beacon. We got a little help from, they have a research data person.
Yeah.
Oh, we were so happy to work with her on developing some of these questions a little more. It's not a long survey. It's about 20, maybe 24 questions, but it helps us get a pulse for what's happening in the industry, what's important to contractors, what challenges are you facing? And that helps shape our content, because when we know what your issues are and what you wish you had or where you're headed, we can make sure that we have the resources available on our site to help get you there.
Yes. Yeah. It's so important. I also think it's, if you haven't read some of the past trends reports that we do from the survey, they're really interesting, especially when you look at them year over year over year. So you can go out underneath the news and forum section and look for the trends reports and really kind of see what has been. I mean, it's changed so much from 2016, but then it hasn't, because guess what? Labor was still an issue in 2016. It was. And so you think that's so long ago, but we're kind of like, no, it's a lot of things that are problems. And do you belong to an association? Which association? I always find that one fascinating. Like who belongs where, who doesn't, why? Yeah. So really encourage you. Also, a little nice side bonus on the survey is you will get $50 worth of free classifieds when you take it.
Yes. That's a bonus in itself, man. You got some old materials you need to sell. There's lots of people looking for materials. Put them on our classified.
For labor, whatever it may be. Yeah, it's great. So, in fact, we talked about that yesterday in our coffee break, and Brad Belden was right on. He's taking the survey. He's giving us his thoughts back. I love it, Brad. Just had to give you a shout out. You're always so awesome. So thank you.
Thanks, Brad.
Okay. What's coming up, Karen? We've got a lot of stuff.
We do. Well, let's start with our stuff, because this is just next week. We've got an RLW for February on automations.
From Job Nimbus.
Yeah. I mean, wow. The one way we just talked about this for our own selves yesterday. Yeah. What are we doing now that's using manpower that we could automate? And then we could have that manpower working on something else. Wouldn't it be great if you could do that in your business? Automate certain points of a job, certain progress, automate a message, there's so many things. So I think the RLW is going to dive into how to use them efficiently, how to get started, and also what automations are even possible within Job Nimbus.
I think it's going to be so cool because we are all so busy. And I mean, the salespeople, the front line, the customer service, the receptionists, whoever it may be, are so busy that if you could take the communication off their list where they can just have automatic emails and texts go out to customers, first of all, huge customer satisfaction. Second of all, employee satisfaction. So you got to watch this RLW. It's going to be really good. And it's going to, I'm looking forward to I need that.
And if you can't make it at that exact day and time, sign up anyway, because we'll email you a link. You can watch it later on demand.
Exactly. And also next week, Coffee Conversations with Reed Ribble, one of our favorite guests. And we're going to be talking about roofing day. And we've got also Randy Ober from Spry will be on there. We've got a number of folks, all the roof pack professionals. And so couple takeaways. One, if you haven't signed up for roofing day, you should. Karen and I will be there. We'll be looking for you. Yep. We'll be in the Oregon offices. You'll be in the Pennsylvania offices, but we'll be meeting in the middle with everyone from all 50 states. And then sign up for this Coffee Conversations, because they're going to really go through how to prepare. which is important. Know the issues. Know how to talk to your senators, and congressmen, know what to do, and the networking around it is just phenomenal.
And the difference that it makes. We've seen an impact by going to Roofing Day. We've seen bills that we've promoted get passed and funding, and so it works. It works. Yeah.
Including CTE, career technical education, all those things that are helping labor that we talked about a little while ago.
Yeah, and Roofing Day itself is the first week of April in Washington, D.C., which is a beautiful time. Spring, things will be blooming.
Will there be cherry blossoms, Karen?
Probably. Yeah.
I'm so excited. That
fingers crossed.
Awesome. Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm there honestly for advocacy, but a little bit of DC cherry blossoms is not a bad side bonus.
That's right. That's right.
So 2 weeks from now, Karen and I will be together in person at the NERCA show.
Yes. Yeah, we're looking forward to that. It's in Atlantic City this year at the Hard Rock Cafe. It's March 1st through 3rd. It's a great show. It's not too big. It's not real small, but just right to talk to all of your manufacturers, distributors, suppliers, service providers. Come by and see us. Heidi and I will be doing some videos from the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you can't be there, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring the bell so you get notifications. That's right. And if you're a contractor, you can come for free. We have free pass on our website. It was in this week's week in roofing email. It's in every week at the very, very bottom. There's a link to get your free pass. So check it out. Come see us and say hi.
I tell you, we love our Northeast friends and all the contractors, the association, Patsy. I can't wait to see them all. And it's been a long time since we've been there. So because of, that COVID thing. So, but we're going and we're going to be there. We're excited to see all of you there. Join us. And we'll be bringing one more week of the blend from our offices, and then we'll be in Atlantic City. So we'll see you next week on the blend.
Bye.